Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard.
Shoots! Seedorf has got himself a free kick. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, cracking ball. And the shot! Alvarez is... He's rising! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
No, that was never going to make it. That's destined for the flank. Camavinga clears without hesitation. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Rodri. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Cafu finding himself in space. De Gea claims it, safe hands. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Alvarez. Tries to play it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very...
Tries from a long way out. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And here's Cruyff. Seedorf. Now there's a fine ball. Decent chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Carlos deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Cruyff! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Great vision. Not the most accurate pass. Silvestre is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Kvaratskhelia! It's hit the crossbar. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now he's got space here. Baresi cuts out the pass. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments. Japan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Played out to the left flank. He's picked his way through, delivered across. That could spell trouble. And for a moment, time stood still. It's their second corner of the game, and it's been taken short. And he's whipped it across, and he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's intervened well there. Seedorf. That's an imaginative pass. Aviati claims comfortably. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He's ended up in no man's land. Well, that's well spotted. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now, can they get him away? That is good alertness. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Pass is just off target. And that's been won straight back. Oh, shot! And he's stuck it away! The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Japan, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Chance here to counter. Engages and forces him off the ball. Gattuso with the slide tackle there. And it's Olmo. Rodri is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. He shifted it to the flank. That has been cut short. And that brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Back on the way then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. He's got away. He's had a shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Gattuso gathers from the goal kick. Kvaratskhelia looking for the run. And he's having a shot! Kvaratskhelia! That is fantastic!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Japan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Seedorf. He'll try from distance. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. So, third corner of the game. Gattuso! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He has found the way through.
That's good play from him.
Gyökeres receives it in a good position here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Azar, looking for a runner. No way through there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Alvarez. He's had it taken off him. So, what can they make of this? Pass somewhat off target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Japan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, well played. He's shifting through the gears here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Substitution on the field.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Alvarez. Number 10, Hazard. Number 3, Goulet.
Pele!
Coming on the field.
And he's there to
Number
belt it
15,
away.
Brahim Diaz.
Back
Number
towards the
8,
middle.
Messi.
It's Insigne!
Substitution.
That is decidedly
Substitution in
lacking.
progress.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Baresi picks it up from the goal kick. Best ventures forward. Great work on the overlap. De Gea deals with that nice and simple. Messi. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's fabulous.
Manchester really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He is through here. Insigne! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Lorenzo Insigne clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set.
Chance for a shot! So close to drawing level.
That's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Now it's Pele. Well, that looks a decent ball. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. That has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed... Tries a shot! Oh, it's come loose. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Gattuso. Driving on and making good progress. Szoboszlai. Looking to play him in. Right. And he shoots! And it's in! And right near the end, we have parity. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Al Kubasi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for movement.
There will be 3 minutes.
Lorenzo Insigne is wide and looking to get onto this. Single. Brahim Diaz. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Davids. Gattuso. Opts for safety. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. We are, of course, at the future Nou Camp. Given a new look after 4 years of renovations, it is bigger, better, and ever more beautiful. So that's got things underway.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
Yeah, Gareth Bale is certainly all of those things.
You could almost say he's the perfect attacker, easily one of the fastest players around. And remember all that beautiful technical football that was done at speed, because he always had that pace in his game. And remember his aerial strength too. He was very, very good heading a football.
No, he's not going to get any further than that. And here's Hullet. That's going wide left. And it's Neymar. That's good running with the ball. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Neymar. Oh, no joy this time. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Japan appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Varane spots it and intercepts. Azar. Neymar. Now it's Hullet. Well, that is one way to stop him. Gattuso. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Bale. An instinct. A header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Japan are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Kvaratskhelia, he's having a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Neymar has the space to scheme. Rummenigge! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Corner number 2 then. O'Shea with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's got the beating of his man. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Played out to the left flank.
The United Arab Emirates definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Neymar. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Pelé, and he has been fouled there. Rummenigge. Looking for the run. Floated through. Abiati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
The United Arab Emirates clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Knocks it out wide. O'Shea is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. It's Pelé! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Bergomi attempts a clearance. Cafu. And the return pass. That is great defending, so alert.
This is the time you need that pace.
Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Now it's Messi. Searching pass he's played there. Spread neatly. Oh, they could be caught out here. Look at the shot at goal! Goal! Japan! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Bullet. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Gattuso. Seedorf.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Rummenigge is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And it's Azar. Azar ploughing through the middle. That has not gone well. Ambitious ball here. Rummenigge. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Japan coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Japan leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So we're off again. Japan currently ahead by the smallest of margins. No outsmarting him this time. Tries to pass it through. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Cafu. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Rodri. He'll try from distance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Japan have their second corner now. Well, there's the clearance. Cafu. Passes short and sharp. Looking to play him in. Brilliantly cut out. It's a pretty loose pass. Beckenbauer. Azar. Neymar might just make this. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Beckenbauer. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Team still separated by the game's only goal. And here's Kvaratskhelia. And that was nowhere near his best. Taken back almost at once. That's destined for the flank. Can he get on the end of this? It's a promising position. And it's turned away. Just about up to the hour now. Oh, that's nice.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That's a nicely weighted header! Oh, crossbar! Now, who's going to be first to this? Pull it. Now he's got space here. Neatly clipped into space.
The United Arab Emirates really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach. He's having a shot! That has not worked out as planned.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Cambio de jugadores en Japón. El dorsal 20, el dorsal 10.
Cafu.
El dorsal 17.
Iniesta charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Serán sustituidos por...
And here's Ibrahimovic.
El dorsal 25. El
Zola!
dorsal 11. El dorsal 12.
Oh, full marks for that effort.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Iniesta. Now this could be a chance. And he shoots! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Best will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's got away. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Cross, oh, great header! And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
Oh, and look, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That has been cut short. Best in acres of space out wide. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
He's had a shot! Off the post! Time added on will be 2 minutes. It's a loose ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And this is Insigne. A quick look, thought about cutting in. Bullish header! And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square.
Recordamos a nuestros...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Japón. y el Flamengo.
We're looking at the new incarnation of the famous Camp Nou, now even more prominent as the symbol of the Catalan capital. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think...
Eto'o! Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
that appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And the shot! He's dealt with that really well.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Chance here to counter. Knocks it into space. Well read, nice interception. Gattuso. Spread it left. He's a sharp little ball here. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And he's been shifted off it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That has been cut short. And Zola! Gianfranco Zola! Sheer football poetry! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And Flamengo take the lead! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Flamengo have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Messi. And it's Messi. Cafu. An instinctive delivery. Nice interception, well timed. That's a sharp pass. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Gattuso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cafu is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's gone direct here.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Cruyff! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Seedorf, it's shapes to shoot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Looking for options for movement. Can he get on the end of this? And Messi! And there's a goal! 2! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Speed of thoughts, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
He can run onto that. Messi going face to face. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Time and again they are repelled. Roberto Carlos. Oh, easy pickings there. Stojkovic aims beyond the defence. And no, that was never going to make it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Flamengo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Great defending, strong and determined. O'Shea makes the interception. And that brings the first half to a close. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Hay instaladas unas huchas destinadas a recoger sus donativos para nuestra campaña solidaria en favor de los más necesitados.
Gets us going once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shot a goal! In he goes again. Well taken goal. Just as they wanted it. Just when they wanted it. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Seedorf. Shifted it to the flank. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And this is Pele.
Pele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very close.
Cruyff! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Threads one in. Kvaratskhelia, and he's managed to get free. And that is out of play. Seedorf, and here's Cruyff. Rafael Varane.
Japan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And Sola! Oh, it's come off the upright. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Japan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This for genuine comfort. Off the post! Oh, no, he misses from the spot.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's an imaginative pass. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? So, what can they make of this? Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gattuso, that's a little off target. Messi in acres of space out wide. And the shot! Not a bad try by any means.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Cambio de jugadores en Japón. El dorsal 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Sido.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Serán sustituidos por
Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
El dorsal 11. El
And
dorsal
he's intervened
15.
well there.
Bale. El
Eto,
dorsal 25.
Cruyff,
Se va a realizar
played
un
out
cambio
wide.
de jugadores.
And the return pass.
Flamengo clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And this is Pele. Rijkaard gets it clear. Messi. And now the breakaway. Chips it through. Abiati claims comfortable. And it's Beckham. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Good running, strong and purposeful. And the finish! Goal! Japan! And that is his 50th goal for this, his current club. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Japan with the lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Abiati with the clearance. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Zola.
3 minutos de descuento.
Rodri cuts it out. And he's gone looking for safety. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Great vision. Best's cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone.
And that's it. Japan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. So there it is. What struck you most about? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Can he get it through? No way through, so back it comes. Rodri. It's a pretty loose pass. Rodri. Here's Haaland. Gattuso deals with that comfortably. And the counter is on. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Kvaratskhelia has it in a wide position. Oh, that's nice. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Gattuso. Messi touches it back. Mendes makes a dash for it. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Tanucci, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Now it's Mbappe. Rodri. He's a sharp little ball here. Alexander-Arnold, towering header! Oh, cross, and another try! And he's done it! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Struck with genuine ferocity. The ball was there at a nice height, and he was able to hit it with great control as well.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way. Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rodri is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Palestine are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Alvarez. Nice-looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. Rodri. Messi. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Cruyff. Howson gets over and intercepts. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Tanucci promptly onto that, and that is that. Haaland. Alvarez gets flagged offside. Rodri. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Roberto Carlos. He's in a big chance! And a neat finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's been cut out, well played. Threads one in. This looks promising. That is a brilliant interception. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Rodri. Passes short and sharp. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Mbappe. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Cruyff. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can he get on the end of this? Picked out brilliantly. And that's a sharp finish. This is a promising build-up. Oh, what has happened here? And that is the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
With the owner of a blue car
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Japan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And it's Rodri. Now it's Kvaratskhelia! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Palestine are looking to go forward now. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. De Jong. And it's Rodri. Haaland. Now Howson. And here's Haaland. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cruyff. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Howson. Played into space. And he cuts out the supply. It's not an especially good pass, that. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Chance! And that has been cleared. Oh, some tackle that. And it's Mendes. He's looking wide. Nuno Mendes. And that has left him in a heap.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Tries a shot! Haaland. Rodri. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nuno Mendes. Gattuso makes the interception. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Davids. Roberto Carlos elects to cross. Rodri can clear it away. Taken back almost at once. Roberto Carlos has created one goal already. That's destined for the flank.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Always onto this. That has been cut short. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Kvaratskhelia.
Substitution on the field, number 18, Erling Haaland.
Japan
Coming
perhaps
on the field
contemplating their
is
next change here.
Number 10,
Nicely
Olise.
weighted ball.
Substitutions
He's
taking
picked
place.
his way through. Played in by Roberto Carlos.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Crossed it again. And the keeper beats it away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Tries to pass it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Palestine clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that is out of play. Best. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Palestine clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That is good alertness. Now it's Olise, and he's picked out the run. That's really well cleared. Bale wins the duel this time. Bale. Oh, sweet feet. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Oh, great leap! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Tries to play it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Pass is just off target. Panucci, clear. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's whipped it across. And that is as far as it goes. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. We're looking at the new incarnation of the famous Camp Nou, now even more prominent as the symbol of the Catalan capital. So it's away we go then. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Locatelli. Jupe. Now it's Neymar, and he's been shifted off it. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's beautiful. Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Messi, Di Lorenzo, Pedri, and Locatelli. Nicely aimed pass. It's a good spell of possession, this. Bullish header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Diouf actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Gattuso. Bale. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Diaz. Juve purring through the gears. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Spread neatly. He's picked his way through. And a header! And a neat finish! And they're threatening to fly away here. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
It'll be a throw-in. Roberto Carlos has the space to scheme. Searching pass he's played there. Bale.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bale. Oh, now he can run away with it. He's on it. Can he get away? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Roberto Carlos. And he's intervened well there. Serginho. Neymar. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Ball is over the line. And it's Neymar. Can he get it through? Delivers with whip. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he plays one through. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Gattuso! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Gattuso really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Now he's got space here. Davids, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, good-looking ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Diaz, he is through. Can he finish? And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Knocks it into space. Roberto Carlos is wide and looking to get onto this. Davids. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Looking here to chip it through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Davids. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Shot could be on.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Japan, looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. Chance for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Diaz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Nice control. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's fabulous. Bale receives it in a wide position. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. And he's in on goal. Spread out to the left. Played in by Roberto Carlos. And they've managed to get rid. Tanucci just loves to go forward whenever he can. He has a look up. He's found some space. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Bale. Bale, impressive jump. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
La asistencia a este partido asciende
Neymar.
a 98.004 espectadores.
Jude. And it's Locatelli. Now it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Bale. He won't be happy with that one. That'll be a corner. Japan have their second corner now. And he's managed to get rid. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Tries to thread one through, and he's picked it up out wide. O'Shea with a fine tackle.
Really well played, he read that perfectly. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He has found a way, it's Bale! Now, who's going to be first to this? Marquinhos. Neymar, and here's Diaz. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Cross to the back post. Abiati claims it without any fuss.
Barcelona truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Now it's Bale.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Into the last quarter of an hour. And that was asking for too much. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. We're looking at the new incarnation of the famous Camp Nou, now even more prominent as the symbol of the Catalan capital. Well, we're on the way. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Played out towards the right wing.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
O'Shea defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Great vision. Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Carlos. Baresi cuts it out. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Roberto Carlos. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Now it's Cantona. And the pass is intercepted. Bale. Davids. Messi. Nicely spread. It's a pretty loose pass. Thinks one through. Pass somewhat off target. Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And here's Cantona, and here's Vinicius Junior. Stood up well to him there.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Roberto Carlos. Collar thinks about the shot. Collar! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Bale's cross. Oh, good effort! He will be livid with himself. Zanetti.
Japan really do like to play the long ball.
And how does that work for them?
Well, you don't want the ball just coming back at you, Peter. You need somebody in there who'll make it stick.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And tries a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's made its way to him. Davids threads one in. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, what has happened here? And a chance! Straight at the keeper.
Well, he was always going to be set like that, the keeper, and he didn't have the composure to avoid him.
Rodri is one of those players who's known for chance, surely! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult.
Real chance! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Terrific effort! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Kohler clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Probing pass. Alcantara. Davids. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Rodri. Oh, good spread. And Yamal. Messi. And it's Rodri. That's a lovely, neat pass. To Bale. Taken back almost at once. Davids. And the counter can be on now for Japan. Collier. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Yamal. And here's Messi. He's had a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And for the first half, that is that. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Second period then underway.
Japan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Bale. And it's Davids. He's through here. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Conte looking to add to his goal. Messi, that's a delicate... Decent chance! What a wonderful goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class. Real class.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. No way through. Vinicius Junior. Japan needing a change of fortune here. Rodri. De Roberto. We have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Rodri. Out towards the flank. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Japan have their third corner. Pepe can get it clear. Roberto Carlos is flagged offside.
Japan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Conte, and he shoots! Really nicely worked opportunity, that's some lovely exchanges.
Conte had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
Roberto Carlos getting forward. He's found space here. Corner given. Japan get their fourth corner. Roberto Carlos goes short. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Roberto Carlos looking to receive it in space. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That's been cut out, well played. Roberto Carlos. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Davids. And he's forced to go back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to play it through. Now towering header! Harmlessly behind. Pepe. Baresi. Half an hour gone in the second half. Not the most accurate pass. He's going to be disappointed with that. Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. O'Shea calmly anticipates. This is a promising build-up. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Baresi. Rodri gets on his bike and on the move. Ball header! Well taken goal. They've done it again. It is incredible.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Certain, searing and imperious.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Japan drag themselves back again.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Can he get on the end of this?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking for the run. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. All hands on deck for this one.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
It's gone for a throw-in. And it's hoisted clear. Passing nice and neat. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? Japan may have thrown this away at the death. So we're ready to go. Japan! Not much more than a formality.
Well, look at the keeper's reaction, Peter. He felt he could have kept it out. That was so tight.
Japan look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
It looks to be the correct call, Peter, and in the circumstances, it really had to be.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Japan can look back at this result with regret.